everybody, it's Gypsy, and I'm exhausted. I'll tell you why and why I haven't done a video in a while. Anyways, first of all, this is an update, this video, so it's basically announcements. First of all, gypsywitchcreations.com is still down. I'm still switching web hosts, and it's more difficult than I thought. I don't know what a DNS is. Somehow I messed it up, so it's taking longer. However, I am still in business in Quartzsite, Arizona. I have a booth. You can find me at 960 West Main Street, Quartzsite, Arizona. Slot 19, I believe we are. And I'm right across from Ken's Discount Grocery. So far, I've been able to control myself. I love that store. Ken's got a lot of good stuff for good prices. And you don't go in there, Michelle. Anyways, having a booth takes up all of my time. I don't even have time to clean my trailer. Persephone is beside herself with boredom because Mommy's not home all that much anymore. But it's a lot of fun. What happened is I looked into getting a booth, but I couldn't afford it because what you do is you rent a slot for your trailer and you have your booth there and you have all your hookups and everything, plus your booth. It costs a good deal of money. And then you have to get your permit and your vendor's license. Well, I gave up on the idea. And then a couple weeks ago, somebody saw the advertisement on the side of my truck and said, would you sell your stuff? I said, I'd like to, but I can't afford a booth. And she says, well, I have a friend who needs somebody to partner with at her booth because she really can't afford hers either. So she's looking for someone to share her booth. And it worked out well. So I'm sharing a booth with my friend Lonnie, who has a beautiful outdoor thrift store. She has all kinds of gorgeous stuff. And then there's me, Gypsy Witch Creations and Psychic Services. Now the front of my booth, I sell my physical items, my art. And in the back I have a sitting area to do readings. $15 for 15 minutes. So if you're in Southwest Arizona or Southern California, come see me. Come visit, see what I have to offer. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh, Patreon people. I need you to go to Patreon and become a patron so that we can have drawings for free merchandise from Gypsy Witch Creations, free drawings for free personal reading, and if you're not in the area, it can be in Zoom. We have question and answer night I'd like to get to, and the answers are coming from the spirit realm, not from me, because I know nothing. Okay? So yes, Gypsy Witch Creations is down. So anyways, this was my second day being open in my shop, in my booth. It's a lot of fun. And you know, in between customers, I can sit there and work on my stuff, which is great. You know, it would be easier if I actually lived at my booth, but my friend lives there, and like I said, I can't afford to live there where I live. I live in a great spot, and it's most affordable. So I have to commute, which isn't bad. It's only about 15 minutes. But anyways, my friend who has the booth, she babysits a little girl. Now, I'm 57, my friend's 58, so we're both grandma ages. We're too old for this shit. We are. Oh my God. This girl, sweet girl, she just talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. I'm trying to get, she wants me to teach her to sew. I told her I would do that. I actually went out yesterday and bought her coloring book, crayons, and a sketchbook because she saw I was an artist, so she wanted to learn how to draw and stuff like that. And so I said, well, it takes practice. This girl has nothing to do there, so I'll talks and talks and talks, and she's hanging around, well, with me and Lonnie. And then we have a nice gentleman who's 84 who in the morning comes and has coffee with us. So she's with older people all the time. Now, I do have to correct her sometime on her attitude towards older people because I was raised, you respect your elders. This girl was not. And I can't deal with that. Especially when she talks to the elder gentleman disrespectfully. I have great reverence for the elderly. Am I still allowed to say that? Now that I'm grandma age. Right. But I always have. They just, they've lived a full life. They have interesting stories. And I was taught to respect my elders. So I can't deal with this child doing this. But she's a good girl. Other than that, she just talks a lot. But anyways, she likes to think she's helping me and Lonnie run our businesses. It's so funny. It's cute, but it's funny. Well, today Lonnie had to put her in her place. A man came, glanced at my stuff, but he was more looking for thrift store stuff. I can't remember what he was looking for. So, Lonnie was helping him out. Well, after he leaves, I hear Lonnie go to this little girl, "You don't give out prices. I do that. Okay, you don't go shouting out numbers." And then I thought, oh my God, what if she does that for my stuff? Although all my prices are listed on my little whiteboards. But still, it's scary. But anyways, this man is there. And it's so funny. This little girl goes around telling everybody I'm an artist and I talk to dead people. Which is true, I do. That is my job. Anyways, she tells this guy, she's an artist. She painted all this stuff and she made all these berets and the hair stuff. And she talks to dead people too. She takes people back in that chair over there and talks to dead people for them. And he goes, she talks to dead people. And the little girl says, yeah. He goes, I wish I could do that. And I looked at that man and I said, no, you don't. Believe me. No, you don't want to do it. It's a rough life. It's a strange life. You don't fit in here. Weird shit happens. Yeah, you have to be willing to be different to do this. It's weird. Anyways, on that topic, I'm having trouble with the lower entity, which is why my family's been hanging around so much. Anyways, my friend Lonnie had to take a break to go to the store. I'm sitting there in my booth by myself. Nobody's really around. This man comes through the lot, and I hear him yelling at somebody. Now, I look, and I realize nobody physical is around. And I thought, wow, I wonder if he's having the same problem I am with the lower entity. Because what my family does is yaks and yaks and yaks. I get it both in the physical realm and from the non-physical realms. The yak, yak, yak. Right. And sometimes they try to irritate me. Is it true? Yeah, Mom, to get the demon out, we have to do that. Right, so this man, he's arguing with an invisible entity. Now, I think to myself first, is this man crazy? Or is he going through the same thing I am? I thought I would find out. Now, he was far away, and so I did my dad calls it honing in. I honed in, and sure enough, he's going through what I'm going through. There was a spirit walking right next. This man was so pissed, and I know what he's going through because I experience this every day. And he's walking across the lot real fast and angry, and he's yelling at this person, this spirit. And this spirit is walking next to him, yakking away with him. Yeah, and he's yelling at the guy, the spirit. Yeah, and if he was closer, I was going to say, first of all, to them, do you know this guy, this spirit? You know him? And I'd ask the guy in the spirit realm, why are you doing this to him? I'd want to know why. And then if he told me the same thing, I said, well, can you guys figure out a better way to handle this than driving us nuts? We didn't do anything wrong. It's the other entity who from another dimension, another realm, who popped in here and is harassing us, and you guys come and you harass the person? We didn't do anything wrong. Why do you make me and this other man walk around town looking like we're crazy idiots? Driving us nuts. But anyways, yeah, I was good if they were closer, if those two were closer. I had questions for them both. Yeah, and while this is going on, my family, I have 3 members of my family doing it. My son, my dad, and my aunt, one of my aunts, yeah. They drive me nuts. Just to get this demon. It's like, really? You guys got to come up with something better. And all right, you gave me, I got proof today that everybody does it that way, but that's still no excuse. It's supposed to be love and light from the spirit realm, but if you have problems with lower entities, you're not going to get love and light. You think it's the demon doing it? It's your family. They think that's the way to get it out. And I saw this poor man. There was a man, a spirit once incarnated, walking next to him, giving him a hard time. And this man's arguing. I don't know why, but the more emotional you get, the more tendency you have to talk out loud instead of in your head. So this man, I was already bet. I don't know what the man in the spirit realm was talking to him about. I did not hone in enough to disrupt their conversation, to eavesdrop. But this man was already agitated and talking out loud in the parking lot. Yeah, when you have this going on, you almost don't care. You're so pissed. I mean, you are angry. You're hurt. Anyways, they were closer. I was going to question both of them. What's going on? Why? Yeah, but all right, you guys proved it to me. That's the way you handle it, but it's wrong. Somebody's got to come up with a better plan. When I get upstairs, I'm calming up. Yeah, when I get back home to the spirit realm, yeah, we're going to have one big meeting. There's going to be a better plan. I think I'm going to get this guy. If I see him again walking through town, we're going to have a support group for people like us. What was it? Oh, reach, compassion, and love. There was something else. Oh, yes, and please, let's learn how to speak like spirits again. Quietly and not so much that everybody can hear you. Most people can't. Okay. I have trouble believing that anymore. Yes. My mom, she's 81, has dementia, and she's near the end. When you get to the end of your life, you're more aware of spirits and you can hear them. My mom wasn't a psychic medium. She could hear her. She offered my aunt, popped in to see her one morning. She offered my aunt coffee. My aunt had to remind my mother, Janice, I'm no longer here. I'm dead. Remember, I can't have coffee with you anymore. But anyways, my dad would go, he sings to her. One day my mom's in physical therapy. My dad's there singing. Poor mom. Anyways, she tells the physical therapist, do you hear that guy singing? And he says, no, I don't hear a guy singing. My mom goes, oh, baloney. That's how good you get towards the end of your life, like when you're ready, when you get more ready to go. Yeah, so my mom's like, oh, baloney. Offers my aunt coffee. That's how clear it becomes. Like, yeah, so my aunt was afraid. Mom forgot. Yeah, Mom forgot I died 10.5 years ago. It'll be 11 years in January, yeah. And so, yeah, my aunt had to remind my mother. I don't know why I'm talking about this shit. Yeah, I'm just in one of those moods. Because I'm at work in my booth, and my family's giving me a hard time. I mean, they have no decorum. Well, they don't care who's around. Even an 8-year-old little girl sitting next to me talking to me, they're at it. And it's like all I can do to keep it together. Now, they did when I do readings. Or video. Sometimes video. Sometimes they'll harass me during a video. Like now. They calm down and it's, like nothing's wrong. So I can do reading just fine. But, yeah, I don't care about that. I don't care what anybody has to say. Unless you've been through it, you know nothing. You think people think they know about this shit. They know nothing about it. Yeah, you make a lot of assumptions. Yeah, unless you've walked in somebody's shoes, make no judgments. Right. Yeah, and it's not what you think. That was strange. I talked to a sister witch on Twitter. She says this lower entities and this kind of stuff is not her specialty. But she said to me, she says, 1, you didn't do anything wrong. And 2, it's almost impossible to conjure up, to call upon a lower entity. You could do it all you want, and it's probably not going to happen. When it happens, it's an accident. And my family says she hit it right on the head. How a witch who this is not her specialty did that? I don't know. Maybe somebody was putting that bug in her ear from the other side to tell me, about that. But anyways, let's see. Yeah, my life is so hectic. By the time I get home, it's nearly dark. Yeah, and this place is a mess. I gotta clean up. So I may be doing videos from my booth in between customers, if I can. yeah, if Gabby Hayes maybe takes a break and goes someplace else. She's cute as a button. She's an adorable. Big blue eyes, just like my youngest son. Cute. Long curly hair. She's just adorable. But she just talks a lot. She's exhausting. And it's been, at least 2 decades since I've had little ones. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot what this is like. And let me tell you, my youngest, he was like that. Plus, he was a hellion. Turned out to be a wonderful man, very responsible and loving and compassionate. But this girl's, she's just bringing back memories of why I was so exhausted when I was young. Yeah. Now I'm older, I'm even more exhausted. Plus, I'm putting up with this shit from other realms. Yes, I'm dealing with way too many realms at one time. You guys better get this. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say get it out quickly because I know what happens then. Yeah, then things get really bad for me. Anyways, that's what's going on. I'm having a lot of fun with my booth. And you know, this friend that we partnered together. Yeah, we're having a great time. And I love my hometown of Quartzsite, so I always have fun when I'm home. But let's see, was there anything else I wanted to tell you guys? I don't know. My granddaughter, yeah, she hasn't been born yet. She didn't die. I haven't had a grandchild be born yet, but I know my granddaughter. She's getting ready to come in, so she's right. Yeah. She's promising me. I won't talk that much, Grandma. Thank you. Yeah, because it's her father who talked a lot and was a hellion. And after being with this girl and being reminded of what my youngest was like when he was that age, I'm like, God, I'm going to be a grandma, in a few years, something like a couple of years, I don't know. Nobody's really giving me an exact date. And I thought, am I going to be able to handle this? I'm too tired. I'm too old for this shit. She said, I'm not going to be like that little girl or my dad. Oh, you're going to be more like Grandma was? Yes. I was a good kid. I was very quiet, obedient, until I hit my teen years, and I decided I didn't want to be a good girl anymore. Yeah. It was boring. Yeah, when my granddaughter gets to that point, I'm either going to be gone, dead, or my grandma's backing up. No, I wouldn't. Let me talk to you, honey. Let Grandma handle this. Christian will be like, no, Mom, no, you're too strict. I was. That's why my son turned out so well, because I was the strict parent. I laid down the law. He respects me. Anyways, yeah, there was stuff we were talking about in the truck on the way home. I thought I'd remember it for the video, John. Do you remember what we were talking about? Let me see, Mom. I know we were laughing a lot. I know. It's in one of my funny moods. Yeah. I'm enjoying having my own booth. I think I prefer selling in person than I do online. I like interacting with the people. Whoop! Spirit got too close to the camera again. I enjoy interacting with people. The internet's great for a lot of things, but I don't like the distance. It's not as personable. I like talking to people. I do. I like interacting. When I worked for a doctor's office, when I was a medical assistant, yeah, I could be in the exam room with the patients, especially with the kids. When I worked for the pediatrician's office, that was great. And then I went and worked for a geriatric office. That was another big mistake because the bookends are my favorite age groups to deal with, the kids. And then the older people, they're so lonely and everything needs somebody to talk to. Well, this doctor, he had no personality, no bedside manner. It was like a factory, an assembly line. He would just take their blood pressure, get all the vitals, and out. Ask questions you need. People would start talking, and I just wanted to talk to them and make them feel better, make them feel like somebody cared, and I'd always get in trouble for doing that. How'd I get in this topic? Yeah, I didn't last long in that job. It was too, fast-paced. It was like, we're dealing with human beings here, especially human beings at the end of their life that might be scared. And I was used to, working for Hospice. Wait a minute. Was it in Charlotte? Was that before Hospice or after? Do you remember John and Aunt Charlotte were here? We don't remember, Mom. Wow. Anyways, I worked for Hospice. dying. I could sit and talk to them. I did what I loved. Made them feel better. Talked to them. Visited them. Make sure if they were in a nursing home, I watched. Yeah, because my aunt, she was in a nursing home before she died. I didn't like what was going on. Yeah, 11 o'clock at night, I went up to the nursing home, made sure everything was okay, because Aunt Charlotte called crying. She was upset, yeah. And I had a patient in the same nursing home after my aunt died. But I would have to call my boss a couple times. Those are the kind of things I like doing. Caring for people. So the internet thing, it's okay. But I like in person. Yeah. I don't know. But if you're in the area, come see me. Please do. I'm in the desert. It's warm here, people. Yeah, today it was mid-80s. Yeah. Over the weekend it's going to be 90. What is it? November 9th today. Our winters, I think the low gets down in the 50s during the day. At night, it can, and it lasts about 2 weeks. Yeah, and then starts warming up again. It can get down in the upper 20s. Beautiful sleeping weather. It's the perfect temperature. So if you're looking for a break from the cold, come down the desert, down to Quartzsite, come see me. Yeah. After Christmas is our busy time here when all the RVers come. I'm one of them, but this is my hometown now. And it gets crazy here, and I'm going to be very busy then, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to do videos. But yeah, I felt like there was something else. Yeah, the spirit realm driving me crazy. Yeah, but it was good to see another spirit driving somebody else crazy for a change. I didn't know who that guy was. It was nobody I knew. Either guy, the guy in the physical realm and the guy from the spirit realm. I didn't know them. I hear this guy arguing. I look up. There's nobody physical there, so I did my spidey senses. Ooh, yeah, I didn't get the details. I didn't hone in long enough. Well, I got, how to explain this? I saw the guy's energy, and it wasn't a blob of energy. I see an actual person who's sparkly, and it was a man, if that makes sense. It's a person, but instead of seeing details like skin and stuff like that, I see all the sparklies. I do see them as with details and stuff like that. Sometimes so much so that I don't even know they're dead. Yeah, I see dead people. I hear dead people. Yeah. With this going on, I've had enough. Too many realms. I sit here going, which realm did that happen in? Yeah. When it happens this much, and you're a psychic medium, you can't remember, like if you had this conversation, to have somebody in this realm, somebody who's incarnated currently, or was it with someone in the spirit realm? And it is disconcerting, because I'm afraid, and I have, messed up, or almost messed up. You gotta be careful, especially with people who don't believe in this stuff. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You're talking to your doctor, be careful. You could get committed. I had a doctor, this is a true story. When I was a teenager, a young teen, I was 14 or 15. My dad's saying I was about 14 or 15. I was real young. I was seeing a psychologist. He made the mistake, he was a little younger, of asking if I see things other people don't. And at the time, I guess I wasn't as aware of my psychic mediumship abilities. I knew to hide a lot of stuff. I didn't even talk to my family about a lot of it. But I made the mistake of saying, well, yeah, because I never heard anybody else talking about it. But I said, yeah, when I get bored in church, I hone in and I look at people's auras. Now, this was back in the late 70s. You didn't tell a doctor that back then. He thought I might be schizophrenic. He didn't tell you that? He told me. Yeah, he said to me, you might be schizophrenic. And that's when I decided I'm never telling another soul about my psychic mediumship abilities. Until the age of 49, when my oldest child died. I had already lost 2 babies. And my oldest child died. And I figured, you know what? This is the last straw. I've had enough. 4 4 pregnancies, people. Count them, 4. I have 1 child left in the physical realm. I don't care what anybody thinks anymore. So I started talking about it again. I've had some weird shit happen, even when I was trying to ignore it while I was raising my kids. Yeah, between that doctor's appointment and the day my son, whoops, spirit got too close to the camera again, and I know why. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I tried to not use it and ignore it for all those years. I told we didn't really talk to my kids about it at all, did I, honey? No, Mom, you never even mentioned it to me. I did with your brother. Yeah. And we were in a very conservative church, too, where I didn't really fit. I shouldn't have been. What was I doing there? Anyways, right. If you're a psychic medium and you're a witch in your heart, don't go to a conservative Christian church. Go to one of the normal Christian churches who are open and loving and accepting. Yeah. You know, the ones that actually live like Jesus preached. Yeah. One of them. Okay. If you want to be, yeah. A Christian witch, which there are Christian witches, yes. Go to a mainstream church who lives Jesus. Yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? I forgot. Yeah. But yeah, between that doctor's appointment and the day John died, I just ignored it. I said, I'm not doing this anymore. If somebody's going to tell me I'm schizophrenic because I can see the spirit realm, I want to keep my mouth shut. But you know what? You lose 2 babies, and then and a son. And yeah, I lost Tina and Ricky and my dad all within a year. Tina was August 15th. Then I got pregnant again, and Ricky was December 11th, and during this time we knew my dad had cancer by this time. And then Dad died July 29th, the following year. It was all boom, 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 within a year. I went off the deep end. I got a little break, sort. No, I didn't. It didn't have to do with death. It was something else. But anyways, my psychic mediumship, yeah, it did. That caused me the reputation of being a crazy person. Because, you know, when you're psychic and you're pregnant, you get to know your children. So if you have a miscarriage, you're grieving the fact that they're not coming into this realm. Then you go off the deep end. Why? What? Why? Now they follow you around still, but you're so pissed off, you ignore them. No. Anyways, yeah, so Dad thought I was nuts. Then 18 years later, he says, Michelle, you shouldn't be talking to the children. I said, I have 3 up there now, and I'm their mother. I'll talk to them if I damn well please. Just like any other mother. Don't tell a mother she can't talk to her children. And then you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to do the opposite. What you told me not to do. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just in a talking mood, just silly. Thought I'd update you guys. Right, so please, Patreon. Don't forget you can find me on Odyssey. I have been wanting to do a video. I don't know if it's going to be appropriate to John, and I want to do with John. It's, shall I tell him? Yeah, you can tell him if you want. I want to talk about public school and how it affected both my boys. How it affected them. I'm going to call it A Tale of Two Brothers. Yeah, that's a good name, Mom. Thank you. We're both well bred, so I come up with names like that. We're bragging. Okay, anyway. What did I say? I used a book. Yeah, my dad was cracking up. A parody. I kind of changed something in a book. It was a Dickens. It was a Dickens book. I can't remember which one or what verse line I changed just to be funny. To deal with my anger, yeah, my grief. Can't remember what it was, but everybody was laughing. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so I'm so impressed with the young parents today. Yeah, remember they're your children, and no one else's. What my boys went through was wrong. If it's, yeah, you can't teach a child what they need to know in life, then don't bother. It's just not but a brainwashing factory, okay? We all know that, and I've mentioned it before, but we're going to talk about what my boys went through. 2 opposite stories, 2 opposite situations, but I feel I think you are, Mom. I never really looked into that, pre-life plan, but I think, my brother and I did kind of set that scenario up. Right. And it does kind of coincide, honey. It's after you died. And your brother and sister-in-law are talking about having children, and my youngest did tell me. It just made my day. But we're waiting to have children until we are able to stay home with them. And we are going to homeschool them. We are not sending them to public school. And you'll find out why in the video about that. Because my son, I had teachers telling me he was stupid. That boy is so smart. I wouldn't say conniving. He's so smart. Smart as a fox, yeah. More like that. But because of what happened to him in school. No. I'm not sending my children there for what? He's homeschooling, yes, I was so excited. Grandma's doing her half. My grandchildren are not going to public school. They're not going to be brainwashed. Yes, I'm so happy. Anyways, we're going to do a video on that. But again, people, go to Patreon. I want to do the contests and stuff and do the fun stuff. It's going to be woo-woo. Yeah, woo-woo. All about spirit realms, other planets, reincarnation, where you reincarnate, why. And you guys have questions, the weirder the better. Yeah. The spirit realm will answer them, because I know nothing. Okay? Not in this body, I don't know anything. I get out of here, I know more. I know. We all know more than we think, except when we're in here. This body is a barrier, and we forgot. So we're going to do that kind of stuff. So please, please, please sign up so we can do this stuff. Oops. Spirit got too close to the camera again. And yes, there's going to be a lot of that too. So anyways, I'll leave you with that. Blessed be. I'll make it a joyful one because I have to go to sleep and get up in the morning and go back to my booth. Yep. Okay. Blessed be.